Welcome. Hello. Thank you so much for tapping in, turning on, tuning in with I, Enchantress, the Babbler, on our evolutionary, revolutionary rise of high that is happening at this moment in time. Welcome. Welcome. Hi, beautiful soul. Thank you so much for meeting me here. We're just going to dive right in. Everything that you need to know about everything you need to know, you can find in the description box below. There you'll see my Instagram. You can follow me over there at Enchantress, ENCHANTRESS. That's me, the one and only. And you can also go to my personal website. It's witchyutopian.com. You can find me on TikTok. I don't use TikTok as much as I could use TikTok, although I do use TikTok because I have like, I'm not going to say the number, but I have lots and lots and lots of drafts awaiting to be uploaded on my TikTok. So I guess, but I'm not on it as often as I am on YouTube and Instagram. And, I just pretty much... Hey, careful, you're going to fall. Go over there. You're going to fall. Sorry. I'm not so much on, social medias except to like post. Things like that, or whatever. Anyways, is that all that I have to say? So I think so. But welcome, thank you. We have limited time today, so I'm gonna try to be as thoroughbred as can be. But this is me, Enchantress, the Babbler, and so it's a beautiful day. And from my beautiful day to yours, literally, it's like so beautiful. Like, I wish you can see what's surrounding me. But like just the flow and the glowing of the blooming nature all around, like, the leaves. And you hear the birds and you hear the animals, you hear, just the soft wind, like just breezing. Breezing. I literally like I awoke from a nap because it's so pleasant to be able to just rest when you need it. You know what I mean? Like, granted, like too, like, it's just a beautiful day to bask in gratitude for the simple pleasures that you can find for yourself and enjoy. Like, it felt good that my body was telling me that I needed a nap. And instead of doing what I had, intentions on doing and stuff like that, or whatever, like, I took care of what I needed to take care of, which is important. Like, don't be irresponsible. Like, obviously, like, if I have a work schedule and I have classes to teach and things to do, which I did, I took care of that. But then I had this other moment of where it's, my time to do that which I must in order to create that which I will, and but I didn't, I don't need to explain, but my body was saying, take a nap, and I can fight against it and just do what I need to do, but I didn't. And so I didn't set an alarm, and I just allowed myself to see if I was going to fall asleep. And if I didn't fall asleep within 10, 15 minutes, then that's it. I rested and I would get up and do that, which I set out to do and enjoy my rest, right? So I don't know why I'm talking about rest and all this kind of stuff and body care, self-care, ritual, because a lot of people downplay that. And I know that we live in a world that it's hustle bustle, get shit done, and or sometimes you can't take a nap. Like I understand that, like especially if you're working somewhere 9 to 5 or something like that, just let's just go condition tradition. It's rather difficult to take a nap. But let me tell you, coming from 9 to 5 experiences, if you want to take a nap, you can. How's that? Right. So I don't know what I was saying, but yeah, I was talking about napping and right, because I come from a conditioning of like my grandmother used to like if I napped or I slept in late, she called that lazy. And I like, oh, she's so lazy. And when we go through our own human conditioning and healing, and we go through this process that's like revealing to us many of our conditioning that we have to release, let it go, right? Release, let it go, right? That was one of them for me. Like I was catching my inner critic condemning myself if ever I took a fucking nap. Like, excuse me? I bust my ass. I'm the farthest thing from fucking lazy. And so, when you have to get into that levelings of just pure bliss and enjoyment without having an inner critic telling you anything, right? So it's like meeting the inner critic and saying, where the fuck did you come from? Who the fuck sent you? What right do you have living up here in my space? Sorry, I'm gonna erase. And I'm gonna write and script in that which is pleasurable for me because I spin this reality. You know what I mean? Right. So, oh my goodness. So, all videos are pre-recorded, obviously, right? I can go with that because everything's gonna be pre-recorded. But those are my own like corny jokes to myself. It's like I find it hysterical. So and aired at later times. Duh. But yeah, by the time you guys see this, no matter what space and place and time dimensional space you're existing on, I send these awesome vibes of alchemical highs that are euphoric every single time, and may you too, because this is like code activation here for you, right? The alchemy in me activates the alchemy in you, right? So open to receive these transmissions too, and it's just like amazing. Oh, let me go. My cats are calling me. Hold on. Anywho, so your beautiful self, you, wherever you are, from wherever you are, your temple, your vessel, right? The one that allows you to navigate these 3D realms of perceived existence, right? You got to take care of it and you got to love on it in new ways that invigorate you, because the way that this system is set up and this conditioning will have us all fucked up. And so we got to get it right. And so we got to meet those dynamic, crucial aspects of ourselves that can make us sad, mad, or feel bad. I wish you can hear the background noise of the birdies, the different sounds, and the different the wildlife that graces us with their energy. But either way, the ambiance and the energy is that. Okay, anyways. All right, so welcome. Thank you so much for meeting me here. I hope that you love it here and that you find this to be as therapeutic for you as it is for me. Um, right. So I'm not gonna try to get like all emotional, but you know how my Pisces moon be, but my Aquarius moon is also coming in and helping. And, that's part of the infusion of the confusion within our own systematic systems, right? Learning them and really not shadow banning any side of any part of whom we are, even the darkest. It's about learning to love even those darkest aspects of ourselves and our experience and our realities of sadness and confusion and voids, right? Finding the expression in whichever way, but never giving up on finding that quest for expression that allows us to feel some sense of purpose. You know what I mean? So we know we love the crystallization activations because we know that there is no space that keeps us apart. And so that which I share with you and all the crystals that be here, seen and unseen, that you can see and not see, still doing its work, its metaphysical work, whether you believe in it or not. So I don't need you to believe in that which whatever, because the alchemy here is that one that is unified in every kind of infusion line. And so it aligns and it activates and it aligns and it alchemizes and it activates and a door portal open, whatever. So do you see how it's like this looks like so like minuscule of all the kinds of crystals we can have. This is just like a little piece of a tentacle of this huge, massive crystal that comes in like huge form, but the sucker is like expensive too. I got this. Wow, I don't even know, but it was kind of like just to see, and I always meant to get more, but this is the piece that I have from this, and I don't recall how much I paid. Like I don't know, but you can look for it. But I like to shop quality and all this kind of stuff. And this seller had awesome like reviews, like consistent too. And so and the pricing was pretty much for this little strands. I don't know. I don't remember. It's not so much. It wasn't a lot, but just imagine if you want a bigger piece. It's just like you're gonna have to dish out, right? Like, so it was like, all right, let's see with this small piece if we even like it and what we feel. And so, bonding with it for real. So, anyways, the name of this crystal is, I don't know how to say it, but I'm gonna say it the way that I think we say it. And Crocoite. 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 I don't know how to say it. That's the way I think it's say it. And so that's how I say it. That's Andromeda in the background. She is fine. She's just singing her voice. She got her expression and she's allowed to sing here. Like the people and the animals and everybody that comes here, you're free. You're free to be whom you are, as you are, wherever you are, whenever you are. Just don't come with no fuck shit vibes, and we okay, and we alchemize, harmonize. We can harmonize. So Crocoite. You want to learn about Crocoite with me? Here we go. Look at this. Right? Here we go. Crocoite is a very interesting mineral. So if you are here, tapped in, turned on, tuned into this message, you're an interesting being. You're unique. You're one of a kind. You have like a trademark smile, like charm, style, right? You are, I heard like a rico suave or like a sexy mama. Very intelligent, very quirky, eclectic. But yeah, that too, but eccentric, right? Like whimsical, like, you know, fairy like, elemental, elf like. You're probably like an elf. Don't worry, elves are funny. I'm funny. You can be funny. I don't know. But anyways, be careful with this one too. I think like don't touch. See, I just touched my eyes, and I'm like, bitch, don't touch your eyes. You're touching this thing. Like you gotta go wash your hands. So 444. Oh, I gotta hurry this up all the time because Mama gotta go. That's right. Busy bee or alchemy, and that's how it is. So, like, to be able to create the bliss of life, like, so that's what we were saying about the naps and things like that too. Like, whether it's a nap, whether it's whatever, rest. Your vessel is your temple, and it's gonna carry you in life and in all that you do. And so, the way that you care for it, the way that you love on it, the way that you temper to it and honor it. So my body said, bitch, go to sleep. And so guess what? I went to sleep and that was the best fucking nap of my life. And let me tell you, I woke up and I never know what day of the week it is anyways, even though I function and I do and I teach and I do this and I coach and I do this and I do this, and my hours are way different than everybody else's and all this kind of stuff, but my hours is 24/8. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, so you can navigate in these kind of ways. Yeah, it's just very interesting. And so it just was a very enjoyable nap, very enjoyable. And even though it got disturbed because, you know, I have to keep my phone on, I'm still in work hour modes. So even if I'm napping on the job. But it wasn't upsetting. It wasn't upsetting, but one of them that I answered, like it was quite apparent that I was out of it. They're like, okay, go enjoy that. Go back to sleep. Wake up slowly. I was like, oh, okay, goodbye. And I don't know, I must have fell back out for like maybe another hour. Like this was a long nap. This was like maybe, I don't know, maybe 2 hours. I don't know. I went like how many circadian sleep cycles in. I don't even know, but it was just so enjoyable that when I woke up, it didn't feel like I had overslept or anything, and it completed my night's sleep that was incomplete anyways, because I don't know if you hear Andromeda in the background. She was just singing last night, let me tell you. And so anyways, but like, okay. But yeah, Crocoite. I think that's how we say it. That's how I'm gonna say it. I'll spell it for you so that you can go figure out how the fuck you want to say it too. Crocoite. C like crocodile. R like Robert. O like olive. C like cat. O like owl. Did I say owl? Olive? What did I say? Let me start from the beginning. Crocoy, CROCOI like ice cream, right? T like Tom, E like elephant. Right, so crocoite. So you tell me how you would say that, okay? I think it's crocoite. I. It's a very interesting mineral that gives off a high vibrational energy. This mineral works to activate, unlock, and link your root, heart, and crown chakras together. This important connection helps you root your most important thoughts and emotions down to an earthly plane so that they can be grounded. My emotional beings up in here. Oh, I know. I'm an emotional, moody as can be, right? Roller coaster ride and energy. So it's and that usually comes as a shock to everybody too, because they were like, "Oh, you're so like positive and all this kind of stuff." What that means? I'm a robot. I am a feeling being. I got a Pisces moon, baby. I feel everything. I cry for good. I cry for bad. I cry for it all. Which is why, you know, my self-care and evolution and stuff like that, like even when I had decided to like go off like no TV, no, none of that. For 10 plus years, like I didn't watch TV, I didn't watch the news, I didn't know what was going on in the world. I still don't know what's going on in the world. You know, I had to protect my space, be in my space, my place, my incubate, you know what I mean? And really like, you know, go in deep and activate on a whole other kind of navigation system that I had to learn. Anyways, it's very it's different. It's different. I got Virgo in my chart too, right? So I feel like I hermit a lot, like, you know, and maybe that's what's been helpful for me in my own celibacy, you know, abstinence and stuff like that. It's not like, oh my gosh, I'm never gonna, you know, have sex again or something like that. It's just a little different for me. You know what I mean? And everybody else has their own kind of journey. And I feel like a lot of too that I've come in my own work field and stuff like that too is meeting a lot of young women that find that my own celibacy, or because they look at me, or like, you know, people prejudge and stuff. Oh, you're pretty, or you're attractive, or you're single, or, you know, this and that, and you assume. And to be happy when people are like, oh my gosh, and you're joyful, you're bliss, you're this, and you're single, like, you know, or, you know, and oh, you don't chase, or like, oh, do people not like, oh, you must be crazy. Like a little bit, yeah. But still, like, you know what I mean? Where were we going with that? And why was I going there? I don't know. But see, this makes you talk more. Oh, expression, right? That's what we were talking about. Expression. Speaking the things. Ooh, so what are we attracting and what are we drawing in, right? That's so feel this, crystal, as little as it can be. It's like, ooh, we are activating the chakras alignment. You know what I mean? So give this visual, right? Because you're aligning. It's like the ship. It's here in your spine, right? Here, activating all the time. I know, silly can be my way. But what was I gonna say? Right, the expression. So your cosmic expression from an emotional place, right? But you want to be healthy in your emotional expression. Like, I know I could be bratty, right? And so I have to meet my brat, right? And really see what my brat was trying to say. And it's just like, okay, brat, like, what's your problem? What is it that you really want? And what is it that you're really saying? Why are you emotionally manipulating in this kind of way when you're acting bratty, or you got to get your way? And you know what I'm saying? Or you're going to pout the whole day? Yeah. You know, that's the Scorpio in me. I embrace my pout. I pout probably every day, like, you know, but it's my own cosplay. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, my inner child is just free. Like, so she pouts a lot, you know what I mean? It's like this world can be so disappointing. Right. So it's like, yeah, this is a pouty face. But you know, there's this huge smile too. So anyways, I don't know where we're going, but whatever. Listen. Okay, I don't know what this crystal's making me do, but I want to put it away now. I don't know, but let me just finish reading about it so we can like continue, because I gotta go. I really do. All right. Um, so this important connection helps you root your most important thoughts and emotions down to an earthly plane so that they can be grounded. All right, let's read more. Right, so Crocoite is a very beautiful and special stone that has the ability to revitalize you and give you a lot of energy to conduct the various different tasks throughout your day. So there's for the busy bees out there like I, right? That you got multiple things going on in your life and you got to stay energized without anxiety, without like like especially for those tapped in, turned on, tuned in with me, you got heightened levels of sensitivity. Like, you're very sensitive to the energies external from you. You're very sensitive to the energies internal from you. You're very sensitive overall to all energies and unknown, known, seen, unseen. And so like it could be a lot. And then you have a heightened level of consciousness that is aware of all these things. So it could be a lot to even be in a room of unknown people, even if you've mastered it and even if you get through it. Like, people used to ask me, like, when they started to ask, but like, oh, you talk nervousness, or like, but when I've had to give speeches or speak on a stage or do a performance or something like that, right? How did I get by that? And and you think about the tunnel vision, or the bubble you have to go in, or the centering that you must have, especially if you are heightenedly sensitive like that. And so when you try to find the articulation of those words, and because I've been asked so often in the beginning times, like years ago, I didn't have an answer. I didn't have, like, I don't know what I do, like, guys, smoke pot and then speak, or like have a shot of a drink or something, you know what I mean, like get the edge off, or something unhealthy to always just do, to be the scapegoat for something that you have to do. But and having this leveling of sobriety to you, but having to learn the articulation, and it's for your own liberation, right? So anyways, I know I go really deep. I hope that I didn't lose a lot of yours. Some people, it just flies over your head, but the seeds have been implemented, my friends, so it is what it is. Let's continue reading. Okay. Crocoite is more commonly found in crystal form with long prismatic shapes and very bright reddish kind of color, reddish orange, whatever, red orange kind of. It can sometimes also occur as equate crystals with a translucent and have a luster that is somewhere between adamantine and vitreous. Okay, crocoite can also occur in orange, red, or yellow. And when exposed under transmitted light, can also appear to be orange red. That's what I said, orange red. With a poor and distinct cleavage, crocoite is a very brittle crystal. Yes, it is. With a poor and it is very intriguing stone to look at with a yellow-orange streak, and can also sometimes appear to be transparent. This special stone is named and renamed a few times before finally becoming known as crocoite, which is derived from the Greek word krokon, which means saffron. So yeah, the pigmentation of this color and stuff like that, the saffron. And oh my goodness, that's one of my favorite. I love saffron spice. Like, if you don't know about saffron as a spice, especially for aphrodisiacs and for love and for just smelling motherfudging good. Like, yummy. Oh, you smell so delicious. I know. Thank you so much. You know what I mean? I love that one. That's one of my favorites. I don't have any favorites because I have like so many multiple personalities that have so many likes. So it's like just multi-dimensions into multi-dimensional realities into everything. But either way, yeah, let's continue. Awkward. Okay. No, it's not. Crocoite is no way looks like an ordinary stone, and you are bound to admire its beauty whenever you look at it. So that's you too. Whoever's tapped in, turned on, tuned in, right? You are no ordinary beauty. You are unique. You are one of a kind. And don't let anybody, or even don't let yourself beat you down, or I could hug you. For those of you that beat your own self down, I know what that feels like too. But we're gonna together, like, just keep coming back. We're gonna love on ourselves in remarkable, miraculous ways, right? Because especially if you feel deprived of that in some kind of way, like, it's not like, oh my God, you're not loved, or people don't admire you, but it's just some kind of leveling of disconnect that people have with themselves, that maybe you're on and you're connected with and you're in, and so that can feel lonely because it's like nobody understands that aspect, but that's because they're not in the understanding aspect of that leveling of evolution. And so that can feel like, I don't know, but I like, I feel you on that. I understand, you know? So yeah. Why would you use Crocoite? You can use Crocoite to gain boosted energy levels throughout your day so that you can never feel jaded or tired. You can also use Crocoite. It's funny because I said I woke up from a nap and all this kind of stuff, and now I'm getting like this spark of energy and stuff like that. So but yeah, it's interesting. So like, and two, for me, like, you know, because I use my body and stuff like that. Every time I say that, it's like whatever. Because, you know, I teach yoga and things like that. And, you know, I do body work and things like that. So, and I've used my body in ways like, you know, and so you always have to use like proper body mechanics and all this kind of stuff. But, you know, I'm older now too, and like I've overused my body and things like that too. So I gotta be mindful about how I care for it and things like that. And so you know, the stretching, the dancing, and all these kind of things that I do in between and behind the scenes and all that kind of stuff to help promote a healthy version of myself in my age group bracket and stuff like that. We still can't help from certain kind of things, and as much as I can be mindful about like the type of healthy drinks and things that I do and eat and stuff like that or whatever, you know, there's still inflammation, there's still things, toxins in our environment that, you know, we're fighting off on a day-to-day basis. And so I'm not exempt from having to extra care or do for myself, or especially around my cycle. Like, you know, as a woman, from woman to woman, I know that there's men here, so I don't mean to be TMI, but I'm just saying, you guys, for men, you know what kind of stuff, like, especially let's say if you go to the gym, or if you don't go to the gym but you eat unhealthy or you eat healthy or whatever the case may be, you know that there's a lot of like repetitive motions and certain kind of things. If you play sports and all this kind of stuff, that there's aches, there's pains, you sit at a desk, or you know, you don't have proper posture, or you don't do certain kind of yogas or stretches and all this kind of stuff. There's wear and tear on our bodies, so I'm not exempt from that. So like once, like every full moon for me, like my body gets like inflamed, like it's like that extra water weight kind of thing. So like on top of everything that I'm doing on a day-to-day basis, where like you know, you try to take care of yourself and stuff like that, and I stretch, I do excess things, like I'll do extra stuff just to help myself to feel better, because I know what to do is I have to do it. So, you know, unless I want to feel like shit, like, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, never take for granted that which you have the ability to do now, right? So it's better to be preventative, right? Because there's certain things that are going to be unavoidable regardless. Like no matter how good or well you take care of yourself and all this kind of stuff, there's still going to be wear and tear. There's still going to be aches and pains. I mean, you can lessen the effect, right? Especially like, you know, but I can come from a woman's perspective, and a man can resonate with that which I say, because no man is exempt from having physical. I work on so many men's bodies, like, you know, that's they're hurting. You're hurting. You know what I mean? So I don't know where I was going with that, but maybe somebody needs to hear that about caring for your temple in different kind of ways. So like I do work with crystals, and there is a calming effect, there is a healing effect, there is a useful effect. If it wasn't useful, I don't waste my time. I mean, we all could waste our time. I have moments that, you know, I'm working on the inner critic and things like that. Nothing is a waste time, but, you know, we can feel like we waste a lot of time. That can be the cruelty we do to ourselves when we beat ourselves up about where we feel and compare and contrast where we think we need to be and how to be and all this kind of shit. Meanwhile, just be, you know what I mean? Okay, let's finish because I gotta go. I'm for real, but I love talking with all of you. I am appreciative of all of you. Thank you so much. Okay, so you can use Crocoite to ground yourself and your energies, as it will get energy from your base chakra to take it to the earth and then bringing it back inside you to revitalize your entire being and soul. Crocoite will help open your eyes to the world and help you alert yourself as the life ahead is going to be very demanding. No, Sherlock, right? It will ready you for what's to come and instill in you the energy and vitality that is required by you to go out and seize the day. You can use Crocoite to feel good about the life that you already have so that you may start becoming a little more thankful. I could get emotional, right? Let us be thankful. Fuck yeah. Because it could be a lot worse, right? So a little more. So I feel like I'm picking up on an energy or energies of people that might feel guilty for having it better right now. Don't do that to yourself. Where the fuck did that shit come from? Exactly. It doesn't come from you. It's somewhere in your conditioning, your stamp. Like, go to that original space of a place of that thought, of that, like, where you were taught that was somehow like humble, or that was a good way to see something, because that's just an imprint. It's not necessarily your truth, and it's robbing you from the true bliss that you can experience and have for yourself, because the enemy, the energy, the opposite was already working its way into your life to seize you from ever enjoying this opportunity you have. So it's like in one of the videos that I spoke about, watch all my videos, okay? And even though I know that they're long, watch it in parts and listen. You don't even need to watch, you could just listen. That, sometimes we don't realize our greatest potential yet. And usually others realize it before we do, because we don't see ourselves the way that we should, because that's part of the conditioning, right? To be so far outside of yourself that you don't even see the beauty that stands before you, which is you. You know what I mean? And so those that are there, like, in their evolution, and part of their evolution is to be that level of cruel or mean or vicious or evil, or however you want to look at it and labelize it, or whatever state of evolution that they're in, that fucks with you. Right? Sometimes we don't, and sometimes we when we grow and we have to learn how to heal, or maybe, and sometimes it's so subtle. Sometimes some people could be like, oh my God, no, I come from a good family. I come from, yeah, but you don't realize their belief systems that have been encoded into your being, that fucks with your system now, that causes you to have a different experience that you're supposed to have, but you're coming from old, outdated systems. You know what I mean? Some shit like that. Like, I don't know, that's for somebody or somebody's, or whatever the case may be. You can let me know, if you want. But all right, so Crocoite, you'll see. Okay, but you go, Crocoite, right? So you can use Crocoite to feel good about the life that you already have, so that you may start becoming a little more thankful to the divine realm for all the blessings that have been bestowed upon you. Crocoite can be compared to a tonic in that it has the ability to fill you up with life and joy, so that you may feel happiness from the deepest core of your being. It can also be used to stimulate your heart chakra, so that you can usher in a new era of love and compassion into your own life. Right? The various different powers resonating with Crocoite are very high and vibrant, and making use of these powers can open your mind to a lot of wonderful new ideas. Crocoite will enable you to link yourself up with your higher self and remove any blockages or limitations that may have been holding you back from achieving great success. By using Crocoite, you can also activate your Kundalini energy that is bound to clear up your aura and chakra as it flows through your body, right? So Crocoite can help you in a number of different ways, including helping you in your relationship, so that you may have strong bonds with whomever you want, right? Well, whomever you connect with, that's in alignment with your energy, frequency, vibration. Because don't think that you can manipulate anybody into coming into your energy, frequency, vibration. I mean, you can if that's what you're about, but if you're tapped into and on tuned in with me, don't get me upset, because that's not what we're about. All right? True, authentic vibes that align with us in real ass ways, or I don't fucking want it at all, period. Right? Stand your ground about having authentic around and real, not some forced fucking shit. okay? We don't want shit on a stick. We want real, authentic. Yeah, okay? Don't get me started. It's really crystal down. Like, yeah, and see, that was a pout. That was the whole thing. I was about to have a brat attack. Okay. I'm choking on my own spit, but see? Oh gosh, I have my own inappropriate jokes. Not even to myself. I should just be a comedian myself, but whatever. So, okay, where were we? Oh, okay. Crocoite can help you enhance your vision so that you're never caught off guard by the plotting and scheming of someone else, and instead have the ability to counter any steps against you. That's mother fudging straight up in here. What you thought? You can come up in here with your little evil eye and think that you could dictate how you think I'ma run in my own life? Psh, you can sit your ass down, clown, right? Because I will stab you with my crocoite. You heard me? Stab you. I'm crocoite drunk right up in this bitch. Okay. No, seriously, because oh my gosh, I gotta go. Okay. If you're in the performing arts, oh, I didn't know that, then Crocoite will help you immensely as it will let your inner artist come out and shine in front of the world. In front of the world, I shall shine, I rise in my Crocoite power, empowered to be all that I can be. Okay, stop it. Activating of all the creative juices in your brain, it will allow you to perform and create unlike ever before. Oh, I love this. We're learning together, okay? Crocoite will also enable you to become much more in tune with your soul and accept the fact that you don't belong to this world. That's right. In this way, Crocoite will help you come to terms with moving your soul from this world to the next without any fear or inhibitions. Crocoite is most effective when it comes to dealing with sexual relations and dysfunctions, as it has the energy emitted from its saffron structure, which helps aid in these departments. This stone will enable you to perform much better in bed. Oh my goodness. Okay. Hold up. We didn't know he was going there. I know. Listen. Just because I'm celibate, abstinent, doesn't mean I don't have a romantic streak, and doesn't mean that I don't believe in romance or love or relationships and divine counterparts and soulmates and all this kind of stuff. Just because I don't talk about it doesn't mean because it's none of your business. That's why. My personal life and my private life and my privacy is my privacy, and it's always gonna be like that, right? No matter how public I become, it doesn't matter. Like, my business is my business. You hear about my business after the fact. Never during, okay? Never during. But either way, that doesn't take away from my ability to hello, did you not read my book, The Dark and Light of My Soul? Like, you should read that and then ask me questions. Because that's what usually people do that know me and stuff like that. After they be like, wait a minute, I have questions. Is that book real? Anyways, don't play with me. All right. Crocoite is most effective when it comes to dealing with sexual relations and dysfunctions, as it has the energy emitted from its saffron structure, which helps aid in these departments. This stone will enable you to perform much better in bed, as well get an increase in stamina, right? That's like my Sagittarius horse-like power, right? Wherever such matters are concerned. Crocoite can also be helpful to those who are a victim of sexual addictions by helping them overcome the desire of their body so that they may start to live a much more healthy life. I love that. Crocoite is especially helpful to women as it helps heal them from the inside. This can come in very handy if you've gone through abortions, as it will help heal your womb faster. If you have recently had a hysterectomy, then Crocoite will help you to recover at a much faster rate and will help the various different hormonal levels to come balance. If you are someone who finds themselves running away from sex due to traumatizing experiences related to it in the past, then Crocoite will enable you to move on from these experiences, right? Very helpful for people who have subject to to rape, incest, or torture in their childhood. Wow. Crocoite is a stone that will allow you to accept your fate and then move on. If you are someone who constantly feels under pressure and stress, then Crocoite can help alleviate some of this by providing you with positive energy. Crocoite and spiritual healing. Having Crocoite in your possession will allow you to heal yourself and your soul of any past traumas or bad experiences. Okay, it is a very special stone that has the ability to make you feel whole again by encouraging a free flow of chakra throughout your body. Crocoite can also be a very helpful aid during your astral travels, as it will help broaden your vision so that you can make the most out of your travels. By sharpening your intuition, this stone will allow your soul to become satisfied and bring a certain amount of calmness to it. If you are someone who feels like they have been disconnected with the divine realm since a very long time, then Crocoite will help you reestablish this connection. This connection is very important if you want to keep your soul healthy, as the powers of the divine realm will feed into it. Activating the innermost cores of your soul, Crocoite will help you develop a lot of compassion and feelings towards the universe and its plan. You will be able to pinpoint the true purpose of your life, and unlocking the secret will bring peace and serenity to your soul. It is linked to the Aries birthstone, and it is bound to help people who have the star sign more than others. So remember, for those of you who have limited resources and maybe are not able to get the crystals that I share with you in my videos, understand the metaphysical properties of what it is that I'm saying and play it back as often as you need in order for it to compute down into your subconscious level, so that you can really receive it on your conscious levels and understand what it is that I'm saying when I say there is no space that separates us, and that you being here right now and having this whole entire time here with this crystal available to you is also healing you from your space, from my space to yours. There is nothing that's separating us. This crystal doesn't know no space boundary the way humans have been conditioned to see the walls here. You know what I mean? So I hope that makes sense. All right. Crocoite is a stone that specializes in the area of, ooh, now we're getting juicy. Hold on. Of love and romance. All right. Okay, love and romance. Let me see what I gotta say. Because how many years has it been for me? Let's see. It's none of your business. Long time. All right. Crocoite is a stone that specializes in the art and the area of love and romance, and therefore it is suggested you keep it in your marital bedroom. All right. What about a singles bedroom? This will enable your entire room to fill up with positive energy. No, sure, like my room is positive. Okay. That will help both you and your partner fall in love over and over again. That sounds romantic. I like that. It will also allow for some great sexual endeavors and otherwise moments between the two of you, which will eventually help you solidify the bond that you have. No shit, Sherlock, because whenever you have intercourse with anybody, no matter the bond that you have, there's a lot of chemicals that are released that cause you to feel imprinted upon that whom you sleep with. That's why they say be careful whom you sleep with, because not everybody that you sleep with is good for you, because the freaking hormone, the chemicals that are released and all that kind of freaking feeling that you feel, may not necessarily always be good for you. So don't listen to this post right now. I just read it and I'm just reiterating that not always that. Oh, it's gone. That was a funny phone call. But anyways, yeah, so listen, I love doing this. I'm so glad that I am listening and heeding to the call, like, because I do everything, like I said, like I just jump on, you know what I mean? I have an idea in mind, like I'm like, okay, this is gonna be the crystal, and we're learning it at the same time, and then whatever cards I pull and all this kind of stuff, but we gotta hurry it up, okay? So this will enable your entire room to fill up with positive energy that will help both you and your partner fall in love over and over again. You should see the kids' faces whenever I read to them. They're like, you're like TV. Okay. It will also allow for some great sexual endeavors and otherwise moments between the two of you, which will eventually help you solidify the bond that you have. If you and your partner are trying to have a baby, Crocoite will be a great stone for your interest, as it will enable you to perform at your optimal levels. It will also help ensure that all of the sexual organs are running up to speed and effectively tucking away any negative energies or illnesses away. By activating the heart chakra, Crocoite will enable you to have feelings for your partner that you otherwise would have never had. Are you a spell? You will start feeling a lot of compassion towards your partner, and this will lead you to develop a bond with them that is unbreakable across lifetimes. Hold up. What are we promoting here? What are we promoting here? Listen, don't be getting this and giving it to somebody that you're trying to bond and bind to you, okay? Because that's false. Hold up. We're going to keep on reading this, okay? You will start feeling a lot of compassion towards your partner, and this will lead you to develop a bond with them that is unbreakable across lifetimes. If you are someone who is still looking for that special someone, then having Crocoite in your possession will better your chances, really. Maybe I should be carrying this bitch around. Okay. If you are someone who is still looking for that special someone, then having Crocoite in your possession will better your chances of finding a suitable partner in less time. By filling your life up with strong, loving, and spiritual vibrations, Crocoite will enable you. Oh, damn. No, run. Crocoite will enable you to attract the person who is most suitable for you. Oh, I'm scared now. I'm really scared now. This is gonna be a funny person. Crocoite will also help you if you feel like your relationship has recently lost a spark. Oh, okay. That is used to have by injected energies of passion back into your life. You and your partner will start discovering new sides of each other and fall in love once again. I gotta speed it up. All right. How to use this for best results. One of the best ways to make the most out of Crocoite is to use it during psychic meditation when there is no one else around you. Due to its strong vibrations, Crocoite has the ability to link you up with the divine realm and enable very strong spiritual connections. This will help give you psychic gifts such as the ability to predict an outcome of a situation before it even happens. You can also use Crocoite to activate the third eye so that you can sharpen your intuition and become much wiser. During your astral travels, Crocoite will enable you to delve into a deep self-reflection that will enable you to develop a very strong sense of the kind of person you really are. I like that. After your journey, you will know what it is that you desire most in this world, and Crocoite will help you formulate a pathway to achieving it as well. You can use Crocoite to help heal yourself from within so that you can do away with the negative thoughts of the past that have been holding you back all this time. You can use it to dispel any anxieties. Look at that. If you have anxiety, get a bigger size, and stresses that may have been bothering you since a long while. You can do this by holding the stone in your hand and then focusing on the issues you know bother you the most, and then slowly start to put them out of your mind. If you have been hurt by the actions of someone else, then Crocoite can be used to restore the emotional trust that you need in order to function well in your own environment. You can use Crocoite better before setting out for your earthly travels as well to ensure that you have a safe journey filled with life-changing experiences. Okay. You can also use the stone before a big meeting or test, one that requires your absolute attention and focus to increase your chances of success. Ooh. Test taking Crocoite. The basic structure of Crocoite does not allow it to be put into jewelry and worn. Hence, it is optimal that you keep it somewhere in your room where most people can't reach. Crocoite can also have very toxic properties if worn on the body, and hence it is advised that it isn't forced into being worn. I was telling you, don't touch your face. Its vibrations are strong enough to have a great effect on you, even if placed far from your body. Crocoite can also be combined with other stones to give it an even more powerful vibration. Kunzanite, hidden crystal, and vivinite are just a few of the stones that crocoite would do very well. It's a very powerful, beautiful stone, and it has the ability to add passion back into your life. Awesome. All right. So since we have to speed it up, we're going to do some quick little messages, right? For whoever is going to be here, tapped in, turned on, tuned in. Right now, a love message, a heart love message. So you're going to pick an image. You're going to pick an image. 1, 2, 3. All right. I don't know what the hell happened here. All right. So 1, 2, 3. I'm going to choose this one. What do you choose? Ready? Let's go. Dragon. We chose this image. Let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. I think that that's important. I think understanding that too in relationships and stuff like that. You know, you can be like, I would want a partner, like, you know, let me speak for myself, right? That would be all about like me as I would be about him, right? Like, you know, having that type of love, like, you know, I'm about you, you're about me. That's like as deep as can be. But I having the type of experience in life that I've had, space is something that I'm grateful to have, because it was taken from me, right? And where and stuff like that, like it's something that I honor in another person, like the right that they have to need space, want space, have it, right? And so I think that a lot of in our conditioning, because of a society of like lacking in morals, right, and trust, right, people look at that negatively and think that, oh my God, that means that you don't want to be with me, or oh, that means that this person's doing this or doing that. And granted, there's a lot of toxicities in relationships that these things do happen, but you allow these things, right? And it's become such a like a trend to have these type of experiences and stuff like that. So, you know, I'm that's why I'm very big on abstinence and celibacy. Like, I think that we don't need to jump into every kind of relationship. Like, you know, like I just think that I'd rather have a healthy, wealthy, stealthy relationship and hold on and wait for that than just be jumping from every Tom, Dick, and Harry. Like, you're not going to catch me doing that. Sorry. Right. And so I just think that when you do have this, like, I think valuing each other and loving each other so much that you gift space, because people need that. You need time to think for yourself, feel for yourself, know for yourself. And granted, you have each other. That doesn't mean anything. Like, I'm big on having your own room. I'm not saying that you don't sleep with each other, but like having your own room where it's yours, where you just can go. And it's like, you know how like when they say that a man has his den, like the man den, like everyone should have their zen room. You know what I mean? Especially if you're living in the same household and stuff. But anyways, okay, moving on. If you chose this, when you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you have shared with those you love, right? So let's create great memories, right? There's nothing that we can do about a past that cannot be undone, but there's everything that we can do about it now that we do have to create, you know? And so that's great. So if you chose this one, it kind of looks like me. A message for you. I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. Oh, I know. Right? I love you. I'm like, and then I said that kind of looks like me, and then look at the message. All right, let's do another one, right? Let's make this fun. What other messages do we have for you? Hold on. Where did I put that? Oh. What time is that? Oh, sure. Yeah. Right. Okay. I'm gonna only do two because I literally have to go. Right. So which one do you choose? So I literally have to choose the one Crocoite. So that's if you chose this one, empowering. Empowering. Part number 7, you could be life path number 7 too. You could have been born on the 7th of the month, January, February, March, April, May, June, July. July. Yeah, you still count on my fingers. It's okay. You don't need to make fun of me. Action, give of yourself. Advice, release the ego. Your light is brighter when you encourage others to shine. Grow strong by lifting others up. Go to those you love. Give the world and other people what you wish to receive. Watch your dreams pour forth and come to fruition in exciting and unexpected ways. Empower yourself by taking action and being self-reliant. Use clarity and conviction to elevate yourself and the situation. Summon the greatest support you have ever received. Know the universe supports you and your plan. Yours is the sacred work of the soul. The invisible world is alive and full of energy supporting your intention. Believe in angels. Listen to guides. Allow truth to radiate. You know what needs to be done. You know a cat is empowering you when you feel their laser beam focus. They look through your exterior and stare into the heart of the matter and into the deepest walls of your soul. Gain power from this gaze. Reflect and shower others in feline power and gracious energy. This is not a gift to be given lightly. Your gift need not be earned. There is great respect in delivering and receiving power, whether is with another or with your familiar. The result is the same, and everyone benefits. I like that, right? Everyone benefiting, doing right, doing what is right, whether anybody sees or not. Doing what is right, that honors the whole, that everyone benefits from, right? So if you chose this one, watching. Who's watching you? Watching, but okay. You could be life path number 2. You could have been born in February. You could be life path number 1. Action, observe, advice, more information is needed. The situation is unfolding. Allow for time to let things develop. Employ feline alertness to watch and wait for the right moment. Is the ultimate goal worth your effort and focus? Is something bigger and better in store? Widen your view, open the aperture, and allow the unfolding to provide every option. What questions still need to be asked? What information is still required? Do some detective work on your own. Ask allies to gather information for you. This allows you to make your next move with grace and effectiveness. Do not let personal hunger, cravings, and greed move you before the moment is ripe. Rewards are reaped for those with patience. Stay still and observe. Gifts are bestowed on those with perseverance. Cats are the active observers of any situation they are interested in. Become the active observer by allowing full embodiment of the moment. Emotions should slip away. Do not think or calculate. Simply observe. Put desires on the back burner to become a neutral tracker. Then big picture comes into focus and all relevant details will be revealed. Thank you so much for tapping in, turning on, tuning in. Till next time, have a great one.